Hello, Light Tribe, Frequency Family, viewers, general viewers, a little YouTube community. Hey guys, we're back on the trail today. I hope you guys aren't too confused by my name changes. I changed my name. So my original channel name was Light and Manifest, and then I changed it to Kylie Inspires to match my TikTok channel. I was going to change everything to Kylie Inspires, and I had this epiphany that I should change everything back to Light and Manifest, that Kylie Inspires wasn't the right name, and for whatever reason. And then YouTube wouldn't let me change it back because you have to wait 14 days. You can only change it once every 14 days, which makes sense, right? So I had to wait till December 12th, which just so happens to be the 12/12 portal, right? Which is kind of funny. And I honestly didn't even think about that until so I set a reminder on my calendar on my phone for December 12th. That would be the day that was 14 days from the day I changed it before to when I could change it again. And I figured maybe I'll just leave it as Kylie Inspires, and in the meantime I'll just realize that Kylie Inspires is the name. But I guess I'll just let this be an opportunity to test out Kylie Inspires for a couple weeks and see if I like it better. And so as the 12/12 portal approached, I was like, hey, mogul. Oh shit. Oh, well, he almost caught a squirrel. He already caught one squirrel today. So he's having a good day. I'm having a good day too. So anyways, it became really, really clear. It became very, very clear that the name that resonated was Light and Manifest for my Instagram account and my TikTok account. Instagram and YouTube. Darn it. I don't know about TikTok yet. I haven't changed it yet, but anyways, so I changed it. I made a little post last night announcing that I'd changed it, and then I was like, I hope people can find me who know me as Kylie Inspires, because they're gonna be confused. But I just trusting that if they're meant to stick around, that they'll see my thumbnails and they'll see it's me, and they'll be like, oh, okay, she changed her name. So that's that. But it was such a good lesson in resonance, and what choices feel resonant, and because what I realized was that when I really felt into all of this, I realized that, and I knew this from the beginning. The reason I changed it to Kylie Inspires was because, yes, my TikTok name was that. So my logical, human ego mind thought it made sense and that everything should be the same because, and then also and maybe it should all be the same, but the main point is that the reason I went with Kylie Inspires for a minute was because I got kind of on this rabbit hole of what Freya Ray is doing on her channel. And I was like, well, she uses her name, and a bunch of people use their name, and it makes more sense to have my name in there, and so it kind of came from this place of trying to be someone else, and then also feeling Light and Manifest was too much, or too weird, or too just too, I don't know, too something, right? Too much something. And it came from a place of worrying about how I was going to be received. And yeah, and so that was the biggest, it just became so clear that was the reason. And as I approached this 12/12 portal, it got clear that Light and Manifest felt like me. And it felt it's so funny, the thoughts that we think. And because I had all these thoughts over these last few weeks and deciding on a name. I was having these thoughts well, I don't have blonde hair and blue eyes, so I can't be Light and Manifest because that should be for somebody that looks like that. It's so funny. And really, it's Light and Manifest is who we are. We're source energy manifested in a physical body, right? But we're also still that light and love, that pure, energetic, non-physical energy. So it's who we are. And the reason I came up with that name originally was because I heard someone, or I read it somewhere or something. I think I was on Gaia TV in like an interview, like Open Minds or something, somebody said that where humans is like hue is shades of light and man is manifestation. So shades of light and manifestation is a human. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I love that. And then I like put it in my Instagram profile on my personal account, and then changed my personal account, Instagram account to Light and Manifest, and then I changed it back, and now it's like my content creation name. So it's totally, feels like home, feels like me. So I'm not going to change it again. I'm not making any promises, obviously, but like, I really, really don't think I'm going to change it again. So feels right. I could basically promise that I'm not going to change it. So 111 on my dashboard when I got here. Right when I pulled into the parking lot here. This one earring just keeps flipping out like that. Like literally flipping out. Literally flipping out. Maybe it just wants to be that way. I should just let it. Oh, see, now it's... See, as soon as I let it do what I wanted, it just did what I wanted it to. It's kind of like how our relationships are, right? With people. As soon as you just let them do what they want to do, they'll just do what you want. They actually will end up doing what you want to do when you stop caring. I'm just kidding. Kind of. So, anyways, so yeah, I'm gonna go up the trail here. There's a smoky smell in the air, and I like it, and I think it's because these people are burning over here. It smells like forest fire smoke, and as weird as it is to say, it's like one of my favorite smells, because when I was living in alignment for the longest amount of time that I've lived in alignment, and like was making tons of money, and my life was super easy. It's pretty easy now too, but I was in overflow then, and extreme overflow. And during that time, there was a lot of forest fires where I was living, and I was living somewhere that I really love. And I would really love to move back there, and I will someday. But it's nice here too. Don't get me wrong. That smell of smoke, it really brings me back to that frequency. Just like feeling it, embodying it. Love that smell. And I love that feeling that I felt during that time. I literally, like, fire was so close to me that I had to grab all of my valuables in my house, and we weren't in an evacuation zone, but it was so close, but the wind was blowing the opposite direction. It was literally on the other side of the town I was living in, small town, very small town, and like, I was like, I'm out of here. No way, I'm not sticking around. And so I grabbed my laptop and like valuables, and ooh, that sun's nice. And I grabbed my paddleboard because it was like August, and I was doing a lot of paddleboarding at that time, and I thought, well, I don't want to lose my paddleboard. Oh, this is nice right here. Hell fucking yeah. Here, bud. And basically everything I wanted was manifesting, in money, relationship, and just the freedom to do whatever I wanted. And there was a smell of smoke in the air for weeks and weeks. There was a shit ton of fires during that time. And around where I was living, and all over the place really that summer. A summer of 2019, I think it was. There's like a family. I don't know if they're coming up on this trail. I think they're just down on the main trail. I'm all like, run! Like, run! So awkward when you run into people when you're filming. It's only happened to me like once so far, and it was hilarious because I don't even think I posted that video, but I was like, I just had to edit it so much, and then I just gave up. I was like, eh. And then now it's been so long since I recorded it, it doesn't even seem relevant to post it now. But in that video, I was talking about this weird shit, and like, I was talking about how my dog, like, I'm like, hi, tree. I was talking about, what was I talking about? It was like the thing that I said when the guy walked by. I was like, that dogs don't play sports or something. It's like, which actually isn't true. There are dog sports. I'm gonna keep walking. But what the hell was I even talking about? See, it's like, sometimes I get on the weirdest tangents, and then a person walks by, and I'm like, hello, and I'm like, so, it's honestly, like, so embarrassing for a second, but it's only happened once. Literally, it's only happened once, so that's kind of funny. I had to take off my hoodie because it's quite warm out. So anyways, what I was saying was, like, the smell of forest fire is literally reminds me of the most amazing feeling of abundance. How ironic, right? And like, maybe the message behind that is that, because the message I was channeling earlier for social media was that we're being asked to move on from the old patterns because we're already, like, healed from them. Like, we don't need to keep trying to fix anything from the past at this point. That, like, this time is for us to now start taking action on the next projects, if that's something that resonates with you. And so forest fires are definitely a symbol of letting go and release of the old to make space for new energy and new versions of you that are actually just old versions of you. Sorry, that's probably confusing. Old versions of you meaning the truth of you, the ancient, timeless version of you that's pure light and love and abundance and worthy of everything that your human self has always desired, because the human's desires are there to light a path for us towards a bunch of things that are way better than we could have ever imagined through those desires. And I'm saying this from experience of actually having been in the state of allowing those things to manifest. Oh man, I'm just like feeling so good in this energy of that smell because of the smoke. And it's really putting me in this frequency that I used to live in. It feels fucking good. So I hope you can feel this, what I'm feeling. I hope that you can, like, receive this energy that I'm feeling just from watching me right now. I invite you to breathe. And if you'd like to put your hand on your heart, you can do that too. And feel. Just feel. Feel into your heart space. Relax your whole body. Just relax. Even if you're walking like me, just relax. Just let it all go, you guys. Let go of the past. Let go of every fucking thing before this moment. Because it doesn't exist. Yes, it's shaped who you are. It's shaped your preferences. It's shaped what you've created in vibrational escrow. It's waiting for you to allow. And this is how we allow. We breathe, we relax, and we let go. Let go of thinking and of analyzing and let go of the past. This is really the message that's coming through right now. It's a breakthrough moment, guys. It's a time to move forward. And it's super exciting. And like that smell of smoke that just triggered that energy that I used to live in. And I'm saying it like a crazy person because I'm just feeling it right now. That is a sign, you guys, that what's to come is super powerful. If you're watching this and you're receiving this and you're resonating, it's because what's coming for you is really good and really magical and all the ways that you designed it to be. You designed it You special little special one. You designed it with all of your living of lives. Lives? Yeah, I said lives. I said lives on purpose. Mogul, come. Thank you. Lives. Multiple lives. All your lives you've lived. All your past lives. Your current life. Yes, we're letting that go. But we are also celebrating all of it, because all of it that's come before this, as we release it, as we release our attachment to it, we release our analyzing it, so we release and we accept that we're done fixing it, we're done fretting about it, any of it. We're celebrating it as we move on, because all of that experience lived has expanded you and has expanded the collective into so much more that we are now being called to vibrationally align with. We're being called to clarify. We're being called to vibrationally align. Come on. Come on, bud. Come on. He's way up there. Come on, bud. Good boy. Yeah, bud. Get that exercise, man. Be a wild child. We are being called to let go. Yeah! And align. And then by aligning, I just mean allowing. Aligning, allowing. Aligning/allowing. You align by allowing. By getting in a state of allowing. By letting go. Hold on, bud. Hold on. Releasing. Relaxing. Feeling good. Letting the good feelings like wash over you, because they're here for you, guys. They're always here within you, because it's who you are. You are source energy, which is pure light and love, for lack of better words. Like, it's loving embrace. It's complete overflow of worthiness. Overflow of, I don't even know if that made sense, but overflow of worthiness. Overflow of all the things you want, all the money you want. It's overflow of everything that you desire. I thought there was something behind me again. I know this feeling, and it's coming back. This is cool. I'm so glad you guys are. So glad I'm like, I don't know if it's. I think I'm amplifying it. That's what I'm doing. I'm amplifying it by talking to you guys about it. Started with the smell of the smoke. I love this. Once you recognize alignment and you live some time where you can't find it for a while, it feels damn good to get it back. I'll tell you that much. This alignment is grand, and it's the best feeling in the world, and it's truth. And like, that's the biggest thing I learned from like Abraham Hicks teachings, was that, I'm just gonna straight up say it, Abraham Hicks teachings, because that was like literally the one teachings and like recordings that I listened to that actually broke me of the patterns of the conditioning initially, like for real, really shifted me. And most of the reason for that is because their teachings like make you realize how all the spiritual teachings really like that are in alignment with truth. It teaches you that there's a reservoir. When you have this realization that when it feels good, it's aligned, and when it feels good, it's truth, and that resonance actually means you're moving in the right direction, and like forcing and struggling and sacrificing your well-being for a future version of abundance that doesn't even exist, because you can't even attract that from that state of being. When you have that realization that like well-being is dominant, and like it really hits home, and you realize it's the truth, and then you start living by embodying that truth, and then you watch everything in your life fall into place in every moment of every day so effortlessly and easily that you fucking realize how good it gets to be for us. And like, what the fuck have we been doing this whole time? Trying to like just being in such states of like scarcity and worry. And I mean, I get it because I've been through it in a deeper way since I first learned this, where I've really dipped into other people's really deeply conditioned belief systems and paradigms, but in a way that I adapted their beliefs, and I had to work my way back out of those beliefs after adapting someone else's beliefs. This is what I've been doing for the last 4 years, and I'm finally like coming back into the truth and of my own knowing. Oh God, and now I have this feeling and then the smell of the fire. It's like, holy fuck, you guys. Like, I've literally been looking for this feeling and trying to get back to this vibration for the last 5 years. Holy shit. Okay, so like, what else do I want to say about this? I've just experienced it, and maybe you have too. I've just experienced how good it gets to be, and like, it is so much easier. I mean, it is completely effortless, and when you get in the flow of being in this vibration, like, the universe brings you the proof of it so quickly. Once you start feeling this way, the universe brings you things that match that frequency, and like, you just get in this positive loop where you just get this feedback from the universe and your manifested reality of things working out for you. And then you respond emotionally in a positive way because you're stoked, because you're like, oh my God, this shit does work, and it does get to be easy. And the universe is conspiring to bring you everything you want. I'm telling you guys, it is so crazy and awesome and benevolent. It gets to be easy, and it gets to be effortless, and it's not even that, you guys. It's more than that. It's like, it's beyond that. And what do you mean beyond that? It's like, you feel like the most blessed being on the fucking planet when you live this way. Like, when you get in that vibration and you watch the universe prove to you that the law of attraction is real, and it makes everything work out for you, and then you just feel invincible, and this is how I was living, and like, you live every day knowing that you don't have to fucking do a damn thing that it doesn't feel good to you. That you literally, your frequency is literally the only thing that matters. Like, and like, maybe I'm sure I'll get some arguments with that, but like, when you really make it the number one thing that comes before everything else, of being how you feel, and then following what resonates with you and with that good feeling, and choosing things that feel easy and fun to you because you know it's the most productive thing you could do, because your frequency is what creates your reality. And then the universe starts showing you proof of that. I know I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, but like, I'm just trying to, dude, it's insane. It's insane. It's insane. Like, the things that show up that you didn't even remember that you wanted. That's how like hands off it is for you. It's not even really about taking the action so much. Like, not from my experience. Everything that I ever received that was grandiose, beyond what I ever thought I could have, and so perfectly catered to my preferences, because the universe literally knows everything you've experienced and every life you've lived, and knows what you decided you prefer based on those experiences. Experience what you don't want, experience what you do want. And every time you experience those things all day, every day, you're creating a vibrational reality that your inner being has become in that moment, in every moment. And it's becoming more and more. And then when you decide to relax and trust that everything's working out for you, and you just decide to feel good, and you make that your number one goal, might take you a few months to get there, but even if it takes a few months for you to get there, like, when you get there, the universe proves that it's true and brings you fucking so much shit, and like, you get to live the life of complete freedom. Fucking yeah, you guys. Like, this is what it's all about. This is what it's about. Walking up a hill again, so I apologize for breathing hard and stuff, but I'm so grateful that I'm feeling this way right now. Because last time I was feeling this way, shit got really good. Really, really good. Fuck yeah. I'm so excited. Thanks for sharing this moment with me, you guys. And like, I'm sure some people have definitely like clicked off of this video because they're like, what the fuck is this chick talking about? Or they're like, yeah, sure, or whatever. That's okay. I know it's fucking real, and you guys are gonna watch it. You guys are gonna watch, like, you guys are gonna get to watch, witness. You guys are gonna get to witness. You guys are gonna get to witness. Not only am I gonna witness what comes from this feeling, but like, I will keep you guys updated multiple times a week. I was gonna say daily, but I don't know if I haven't been able to stick to a daily posting schedule yet too consistently, but I'm gonna keep you guys updated on how I'm feeling frequency wise, and like what and how, if it's working, right? Like, because like I have so many ideas right now. Like, I started feeling better yesterday in the 1212 portal, and I woke up today with so much clarity, and so much clarity about how I'm gonna build my empire, and like, or start building it. Just the first building blocks of it. It might take a few months to put into place, definitely. But like, the clarity was there, and like those clarity moments where you get downloads of ideas and like a vision. Like for me, it was a vision of how it's all gonna fall into place, and it was also a belief of like, this is gonna work. And that is a manifestation as well. Those receiving of downloads and receiving of clarity is a manifestation. That is a manifestation, and it's a result of the frequency you're emanating too, right? You don't have access to that kind of clarity when you're down in the dumps. You're not in alignment with your source, right? Yeah. Oh my God, I love being out here. I have to turn around though, because it's gonna get dark. How long am I at? 21 minutes? 21:01 is what it said on the clock, or on the time, on the video time. Yeah, guys, it's pretty nice out here. Got this nice view. Got a dog. He's a good boy. He's sticking close to us today for the most part. He's loving life. This is his favorite thing to do, huh, bud? Come. Good boy. It's his favorite thing to do. He gets so excited when I tell him we're going to the trail. He gets so excited. He gets sad when like I get in like computer working mode for like 4 days straight and don't take him anywhere and just walk him around our place outside, and like, no, he likes being outside at our place, I should say, but the time in between where he's sitting on the couch staring at the window watching the squirrels, because I can't leave him outside because I just can't. He's too much of a predator. He's like, he will kill things and like chase them far away, and he's such a good boy though. It's just his doggy instinct, his wolf instinct. Anyways, so yeah, guys, take this as a message. I can't even talk. Take this as a divinely aligned message to allow this next chapter of your life to get some momentum going and just feel that frequency. You don't have to do anything. You literally don't have to do anything. Just feel the frequency. Just be in the frequency. I know this, guys. I know this from experience. Like, when I manifested all the things before, it was like, just came from me just doing whatever I felt like doing all day, every day. And like, that enabled me to be in the frequency of relaxation. And like, at the beginning of it, I was behind on like credit card payments, and I was like behind on bills, and like my account was negative a lot of the time, and like I just didn't care. I just decided not to care. And like, because I realized it really hit home with me that like, it's your frequency. And if you're worried about money and stuff and like what's going to happen, and I know it's easier said than done, because sometimes it totally depends on the situation, and it depends on the people you're around, and like it's just depends on the situation. I know, but like, I'm just saying, like, it's not like I was just being like, it's not like I was just like living on Social Security or something. Like, I didn't have that. I was just like, I'm not going to get into the details, but like, it really made sense to me when I started listening to Abraham Hicks, that like, and I was listening to it like all day, every day. So I was like, okay, I need to like brainwash myself with this, because it feels so resonant, and it's so, it is so, what do I want to say? It's so, I'm like, what is the word I'm looking for? The words just don't even do it, you guys. Empowering, freeing, fucking awesome to realize this truth that like, we are blessed and we're worthy, and we're supposed to basically just be receiving everything we want all day, every day. And that's what happens when we're in our truest state. I'm just looking at my hair. I'm like, what do I look like right now? We're just in our true state of like feeling good and just being relaxed and not being in a stressed out nervous system. Like, just, and there's different ways you can get in this state, because I've obviously like been in all the states, like all the states, not all the US states, but I've been in all of the states of being, right? I've been all over the spectrum, like depression. I've lived a lot of depression. I've struggled with depression like my entire life, like since I was a child. Okay. And that's just a result of like being a conscious being coming into this world and like being like, what the fuck? This does not resonate with me. The ways that people are trying to control me doesn't resonate with me. I'm a free being. I'm a limitless creator. Like, when you know those things on a subconscious level, like, what do you expect? You know, it's gonna be tough. But that was what led me to this. Like, that's what led me to this realization. I like almost want to sit down, but it's gonna get dark and I should probably keep walking. It's what led me eventually to this realization of truth. And like, the truth is fucking so much better than I ever expected it to be. Right? Does anyone else feel that way? Do we all feel that way? It's just insane how good it gets to be for us. Man, can you believe that all we have to do is feel good and then everything we want comes to us? No, you probably don't. You're probably like, that's not true. Or like, part of you is probably like, yeah, I want to believe that, but this, or like, yeah, I've lived that, but then this happened, or like, I'm not saying all of you feel that way. Some of you might be like, fuck yeah, I already know this, and it is really good, you know. I'm glad you guys have these nice views to look at while I just go on and on and on about this. I'll be interested to see if you guys like this one or not. Fuck yeah! Mogul, come here, bud. Like, that's all I can say is like, fuck yes! It's like so good. Oh, I love these plants. Sorry, now I'm just really being a crazy person. Mogul, come here, bud. But yeah, the plants. Touch the plants, because like, they're connected to the earth. They're rooted in the earth. So they're literally bringing negatively charged hydrogen ions. Yes, we're getting sciencey. Negatively charged hydrogen ions from the earth into your body when you touch them. Like, hug a tree. When you're not feeling good in your body, hug a tree. I already talked about this in another video. I don't need to go on another grounding tangent, but it's so resonant. And talk to the trees. And breathe more and feel more. And when you're hugging the tree, feel. Stop thinking. Feel. Feel what it feels like. Feel gratitude. And feel gratitude for the tree. And feel its energy. And know that it's pure source. Which is you. Same as you. Just a less confused version of source and manifestation. Right? The tree just is pure source, and it's receiving everything it needs. It doesn't have to try. It doesn't have to rush. It doesn't have to effort. It just stands there and receives everything it needs. And sometimes a fun little human comes up to it and gives it a hug and exchanges love. Like, exchanges that frequency of just appreciation and like knowing who we are. This is why it's good to have dogs too, because they're really good at holding that aligned frequency and like bringing peace and joy and fun into our lives. And they make us get outside because we know that they need exercise. We don't care about ourselves getting exercise, but we know our dogs need to get exercise. So I'm just kidding. We know we need exercise too, but yeah, guys. Oh my god, should I just stop the video now or should I keep going? I'm like, what else can I say about this? I mean, there's really not more to be said about it other than it just gets to be so fucking good. And I'm just going to keep telling you that because I want you to believe it. And like, the reason I get to tell you this is because I've fucking experienced it. I've experienced some extreme fucked upness right in my face that was also mirroring my states of being too. And like, I did that too. Like, when something good happens, you can say I did that. And when something bad happens, you can say I did that too. And that's just you owning your power, because that's how powerful you are. You are creating all of this. And like, fuck yeah, because then you realize that like, all I have to do is embody the feeling I want to feel. And anything that feels like an improvement is you getting back into that alignment, okay? So even if you're feeling sad or like guilty or like these really low vibrations, right? Insecurity, jealousy, guilt, blame, rage. Rage is a higher vibration than all those other ones I mentioned. So like, if you can get to rage, you're actually improving. That's why like it's funny, like when we're depressed, like people are okay with us being depressed, but like when we're angry, even though that's a way higher frequency than depression, like we get loud and we like tell people how we feel, and people don't like that and they think that we have a problem, right? When really that might have been an improvement for us. So just remember that if you've been depressed and then now you feel angry, you're making progress. So making progress. Mogul. Sorry, I'm just being so ridiculous right now. But I don't know why I'm apologizing for myself. Okay, so what was I saying? I was making a point. What was the point I was making? The sound is nice down there. I can hear the water flowing. Holy moly, that sounds so good. Where is it coming from? I mean, I know where it's coming from, but like, it's like flowing into the reservoir. And I guess it's just coming out of a spring right there. Or like, that's interesting. Yeah. It's just, the earth is crazy. It's so designed so perfectly. But the reservoir is a man-made thing. Like, they dammed this area right here so that they could fill it up with water. So, but water still flows on the earth, and that's natural. It's a beautiful resource that we have. So what I was saying is that you better fucking believe me when I tell you that it gets to be this good for you. I've experienced it. And then I experienced the opposite of it. Like, it's not even the opposite. It's honestly the same phenomenon. Just at the bottom end of the vibrational spectrum, as opposed to the top of the vibrational spectrum, or the aligned with source versus the not aligned with source ways of thinking. And like, life is going to show you what you're doing with your frequency. Life is going to show you to what degree of alignment you're in with source, or with the well-being of the universe. If you don't like that word source, I'm sorry, I use it a lot. With God, with the divine, with consciousness, with truth. Whatever word works for you, all right? Seriously though, whatever word works for you, just switch her out, okay? This alignment, this resonance with that is also alignment / resonance with yourself, okay? Because you are that. And you're also like an individual, unique being, like form of expression of that gets to pick and choose what it wants. And that's why we came here. We came here to mix it up, get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a lot of this, a lot of that, experience all the things, and decide what we prefer. And then when we decide that, I've already explained this, but we decide that in that moment, instantly, the universe, the universal consciousness, the divine self, it expands and it becomes that new preference. It becomes a version of itself that includes that new preference and that reality that you've decided that you want. And like, I can tell you guys this all day, but it's not until you get in alignment consistently and then experience what manifests, like what God source had expanded into and then manifests for you once you get in alignment with that. It's not until that actually happens for you that you'll know what I'm talking about. Because like I said earlier, it's like things you didn't even realize you wanted, that you've decided you wanted, will show up. And like, it's funny because it's like, sure, this has been happening my whole life, but like when I deliberately did it on purpose because I learned that this was how it works, and I meditated every day, didn't care about my overdrafted bank account, didn't care, like literally, like it's hard, I know, but just if you can just try to find a way to put your focus on what feels good instead of the shit that's not working. And like, if you need to get a job, okay? Like, if that's gonna make you feel better, just do it, okay? But if you can like feel good without doing that, and you can like still have a home somehow, or like, I don't know, whatever, it's your journey. Do what is the path of least resistance for you. So what I would do, and I'll tell you my exact process of what I did. So every morning I would get up, wouldn't look at my texts, I wouldn't look at my emails or anything until after I had meditated. I wouldn't really talk to anybody either until, I know this is hard if you have kids and whatnot, but like, just take what works for you. Okay, so I had to put my hoodie on because it's getting a little chillier out. So here's my routine that I was doing. Wake up, yoga mat, yoga, Pilates, and then I would do, oh wait, shit, sorry, I forgot the most important part. Okay, wake up, start over. So I would wake up, get out of bed, get on my yoga mat, and I would have like a couple pillows so that I could lay down on the yoga mat and like kind of prop myself up, like sit up / lay down. And I would have a notebook and a pen. And I would make lists of things that I appreciate about my life or in my immediate surroundings, or just general things that I could write down that make me feel good. And I would do this for a couple pages. I would write a couple pages and I would build momentum that way. Right at the beginning of my day, I would literally build momentum of like just this good feeling, like this genuine, blissful feeling of appreciation, state of appreciation. And like, you could do this if you have a job. Like, you can do it before work. Get up 30 minutes earlier and do this. It's worth it, dude. I'm telling you. And oh man, just anything that like genuinely feels good. And I would usually start with really simple stuff. Like, I would usually have like a little throw or like a blanket over me too, and like sometimes I would just write like the texture of this blanket feels so good, and I would write about why it feels good. Like, because it's kind of rough, but it's kind of soft, and like, it sounds ridiculous, but it's such a, like, that's just an example of such an easy thing to feel good about. It's not loaded with like any sort of cords to like people or attachments or like past events, right? It's just in this moment, this feels nice to me. And it's that simple kind of focus that is so powerful. And you can do this all day, every day. Like, I challenge you to do that. Like, do it all day, every day, if you want to. And like, your life will change really fast. But you have to, if you're not feeling good, and you haven't been feeling good for a while, it might take you some time to kind of get to that point where you're like actually manifesting things, you know? And it might actually take you some time to get to the point where you're actually feeling good also. So, because I've experienced that as well. Like, just being in that state where, you know, it's hard to like get to that feeling good state, but it's a whole different video. So when you wake up and you start your list of positive aspects, just like only write things. And so I was so particular. I would only write things that truly, truly felt good in my body, right? And if it felt forced or it didn't feel truthful, I'd just be like, that's not what I'm going for. That's not the feeling I'm going for. And I would cross it out. And I would feel deeper. And I would feel like, what does feel good? And, you know, a lot of times I would just write things like the groundedness that I feel of the floor underneath me. Or like the way that my yoga mat is kind of cushy, but it's kind of sturdy. And it's like supportive yet cushiony. I know, right? It's so silly, but seemingly, but it's not, because this is like literally the most productive thing you could do to change your life, right? Because when you change your vibration, everything changes. So I would do this, and then like I would kind of end it with like this thought of like, okay, now I'm about to do a little bit of stretching or yoga or whatever. And so I would write a couple positive aspects about that. And then you're setting up your grid for the next segment of your now moment, like your emotional grid, like your vibrational grid. It's basically just your vibration. Like you're setting the stage for the next segment to be pleasing to you. Okay. And especially like when I would write at the end of the list, I would write like, some things about how excited, because at that point, by the end of the list, but through a page or so, after like writing a page or so, I would be feeling pretty fucking good, where I'd be like, it'd be really easy for me to find something I was excited about regarding the yoga I was about to do, such as I love the feeling of openness in my body when I stretch and like breathe into my muscles, and I like that openness and expansion and relaxation and the toning and of my muscles and activating the energetic systems of my body, and then I'd be like, all right, whoa, I'm excited to do yoga now. Like, this feels really good to do yoga and to do Pilates right now. or whatever. It could literally just be like a little bit of stretching. But it's so good. I mean, so this is just such a good morning practice because it's like you're covering the emotional part, you're covering the physical part, you get a little exercise. Yoga just like does something so magical to the body. I don't even know. It's just like opens your meridians and like it's like getting acupuncture or something. It's like it does some crazy magic. Mogul, come. And so I do a little yoga, little Pilates, and then my body would be feeling really good. And then I would lie down in Shavasana, which is just a yoga pose where you're just straight up lying on the back, on your back on your yoga mat with your hands open, facing upwards, in like a receiving sort of position. Like you're just open, laying there open. And I would set a timer on my phone for 15 minutes at that point, and I would just lay there and listen to the sound of the air conditioning so that I wouldn't be thinking thoughts. I would just be focusing on that sound. Some people prefer to focus on their breathing. The sound of the air conditioner or the heater or whatever, or like a fan. You could have a fan in the room and like turn it on, but just that continuous airflow sound, something about it really worked for me at that time. And yeah, so you could try this. You try this stuff. Literally, it changed my life, literally. So, and then like after that, I would just be feeling so blissful. And like, it's like whenever you're meditating, it's like, you're gonna start thinking thoughts. And like, you just have to accept that because you're gonna start thinking thoughts. And when you do, all you have to do is like, just come back to that sound of the air conditioner. That's why like the steady sound works so well. Cause it's like, it's just something that's easy that you can make your dominant intent to keep returning to, right? And then just do your best while you're laying there to just like let go. Try to just let go of all your muscles, like just release and like just try to completely go limp, basically like your whole body. And like you'll start kind of feeling tingly. And when you do this, your vibration's rising, and that's why it feels so good, because you're releasing resistance in your body and in your energetic field, and you're aligning back to your source. So like these three things together, like stacked like this, is the most epic way to start your day. I'm telling you, because I mean, for me, it was for a while, and like, I don't know, lately I've been going through a crazy journey. It's been really intense, and like, I've just been resting mostly, like in the mornings, so I haven't been doing this, but like, that's just what I've been called to right now, but that's besides the point. It's also for another video, but like, I'm just saying, you could try it and see if it works for you, because if it does work, when it is working for you, it fucking works good. It works really good, because then you're like focusing your mind in a positive way, first thing. You're getting a little bit of movement, and your body is like opening in ways that it just feels really good, and it's beneficial for your cells, and it just supports this high frequency. And then you're meditating, so you're really aligning with source. You're really like just letting go of resistance, allowing your vibration to rise. And then once you're done and your timer goes off after 15 minutes, like you could do it longer if you wanted to, but like that's all you really need to do. And then you don't need to go longer than that, you know. Oh, there's a heron down there. And then like you're starting your day off in such a high frequency. And when you start your day off like that, if you actually got there, you know, if you actually were relaxed and you did quiet your mind and you did allow your vibration to rise, then like if it worked, then you're gonna move into your day now in this really high vibration. And when you do that, then everything in your day will be significantly just more in alignment. Like the things that happen throughout your day, just notice how things just flow better. And it's harder for you to get out of your alignment when you start it out so deliberately and so aware of your frequency, of your vibration. And like you just feel good, and you don't want anyone to knock you down off that good feeling. You want to stay there. So just keep doing it every day. It'll get easier, and then and then your whole life will start to change, literally. And then like everything you want will start manifesting, literally. Like, it's insane. So I love you guys, and I wish you all luck with this. I'm trying to decide which way I should go. I think I should go this way. Okay. There's like a little trail right there that goes, a little backwoods trail that I usually cut through, but it's getting dark, so we'll stay on this big gravel path. Get back to the truck. So I'm almost back. Don't worry, guys. I'm almost back. So almost back to my truck. So anyways, this shit is so powerful, y'all. And yeah, let's try it out. And or just follow whatever feels good to you, dude. Like, don't force. The thing is, like, don't force anything. That's like the main takeaway. Is like, just don't force anything. Just flow, and just find ways to do what you want to do as often as possible. And just know that it truly wants to be easy for you. Like, the universe wants it to be effortless for you. The universe wants you to have everything you want. It's pretty fucking epic. I couldn't have asked for a better universe to live in. It's fucking crazy. I could just go on and on and on about how crazy it actually is, how good it is, how good it gets to be, literally. And then I'm gonna just touch on this too, and like where we're at, or oh yeah, 12, 20, I don't know, we're probably like 40 minutes in now, but yes, there's still conflict in the world, right? And so what do we do about that? Like, how does this help with that? Okay, well, this is how. It helps because the more you raise your vibration, and the more of us that become living proof that this is how good it gets to be, and that we are blessed as fuck, and that we are worthy as fuck, and that we are limitless creators, and that we're all sovereign, powerful beings. The more of us know that, the more enlightened the collective becomes, and the higher vibration the collective moves into, and the more the world wakes up to the truth, and the more the world wakes up to the truth of who they are, the more empowered people get to be, the more we can step into the frequency of love, and that's where true power comes from. And it's way more powerful to be in a state of love than it is to be somebody who's trying to dominate or control another group of people, right? So just keep that in mind, because it's like, this is how the world's going to change. Each one of us understanding who we are, and just knowing how good it gets to be, and living in that vibration. It's like it spreads, you know? Just like diseases spread, like positivity also spreads, high frequency also spreads, because we're all connected, you guys. We're all one. We're all source. We're all just different expressions of the same. We're all just like, what did Courtney say the other day? She said, or Zero, one of those two cats said it. They said like we're all different facets of, it's like source is like a multi-dimensional diamond, and we're all, or crystal or something, and we're all like different like facets of the same crystal. I honestly can't even remember the words they used, but it was good and it made sense in the moment. But yeah, we're all in this together, guys. So that's obviously why I'm inspired to be here talking to you all about it, because like I've lived it, and like I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, because I'm lived the shitty fucking shit too. You know, I just so happen to have discovered and lived like the positive side of it as well, and like, and I'm really understanding like the full picture of it, because I've lived that, and then I've like slipped back into like adapting to the people, like other people in the world's like belief systems again, and being convinced that I should worry about stuff. And so I've like experienced that too, and it's just like, when it comes down to it, the truth is well-being. And that's what I've learned from this whole process. Like, the truth really is well-being, because it's who we are. And everything that's not well-being is just a pinching off, a pinched offedness, pinching off from that well-being. There's not a dark switch, right? There's just a light switch. Or there's just a source of light. There's not a source of darkness. That's all made up. That's just a state of mind. The source of darkness is you forgetting who you are as source, as light. Like, does that make sense? You know? So, you can be, it's either light, or it's just blocking the light, or it's just pinching yourself off from source. You're never fully disconnected from source. You're never fully disconnected from the truth of who you are, because it's the truth of who you are, right? So everything that doesn't feel in alignment with love and light is just distortion. It's not real, you guys. And isn't that the best news ever? And yeah, of course, there's manifestations that reflect that it is real and that make it real, but like, in a way, but like, those manifestations are just a manifestation of the inner state of being. Right? 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 And if something bad's happened to somebody in the world, it's not because necessarily because the human self-created it. It could just be because their soul needed to learn something through that. So I'm sending so much love and light to all beings in the world that are experiencing something unwanted and experiencing awful things. I'm sending them love right now. You can send them love with me, because that intention is powerful. It's more powerful than you realize. So all the beings on the streets and all the beings that are in places where there's conflict happening and that are in awful situations, I'm sending them so much love and wishing them a spark of remembrance to bring them back into their own power of creating a better, improved, safe, well, healthy, abundant, prosperous experience for them. Okay. I'm wishing them that. So all right, guys. Here we are. It's so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.